In the quiet town of BUSCO, Indiana, about 20 miles northwest of Fort Wayne, a peculiar legend surfaced in the late 1940s that would go on to captivate local imagination for decades. A massive, reptilian creature dwelling in a small body of water known as Folk Lake. Witnesses described it as a giant snapping turtle, reportedly as large as a dining room table, with a shell nearly 4 to 5 feet across. Dubbed the Beast of BUSCO, or more affectionately Oscar, the creature sparked media frenzies, failed expeditions, and a long-lasting folklore identity for the rural farming community. While modern biology offers plausible explanations, the Beast of BUSCO remains a quintessential example of American post-war cryptid culture, a blend of rural oral tradition, eyewitness sincerity, and sensational storytelling. The 1949 sighting, where it all began. The Harris Farm Encounter. The legend of the beast gained traction in March 1949, when Gail Harris, a respected local farmer who owned property near Folk Lake, claimed to have seen a giant turtle surfacing from the lake's center. According to his statement, the turtle's shell was bigger than a wagon wheel. Its head was the size of a football. It created a wake like a small boat. He and others reportedly saw it bask in the shallows and dive deep with surprising speed for such a large animal. Media storm and public reaction word quickly spread through Churubusco and nearby towns. Local reporters picked up the story, and soon regional and national media were covering it, branding the creature the Beast of BUSCO. Locals organized search parties, and soon curiosity seekers, journalists, and amateur monster hunters descended on the Harris property. Newspapers like the Indianapolis Star and Chicago Tribune published headlines, and Life magazine even considered sending a photographer. The hunt for the beast attempts to capture Oscar A. The 1949 expeditions, driven by media pressure and community enthusiasm, Harris and others launched a series of well-documented search efforts, including draining part of the lake using pumps, deploying scuba divers and homemade turtle traps, using rowboats and spotters to try to track the creature. But despite weeks of effort, no physical evidence, no shell, no tracks, no carcass was ever recovered. Public skepticism and growing myth. As time passed and the turtle failed to reappear, the tone of coverage shifted. Reporters began calling it a Hoosier hoax, and skeptics accused Harris of fabricating the story for attention, despite the fact that he grew frustrated by the publicity and closed his property to the public by the end of 1949. Still, many locals, including Harris himself, insisted until their deaths that the turtle was real. Biological possibilities. Could Oscar be real? The common snapping turtle, Cheladra serpentina, native to Indiana, can grow up to 20 inches in shell length and weigh 35 to 60 pounds. Occasionally, rare individuals reach up to 80 pounds, especially in isolated, undisturbed lakes. Snapping turtles are secretive, bottom-dwelling, and long-lived, some over 100 years. The alligator. Snapping turtle theory. Macrochelys teminckii is a southern species, native to the southeastern U.S., not Indiana. Can exceed 200 pounds, with shell lengths over 30 inches rare, but possible human release or introduction may explain the presence of one in northern waters. However, no confirmed records exist of wild alligator snapping turtles that far north in the 1940s. Optical illusion and mice identification. Calm water, poor lighting, and the turtle's sudden surfacing may exaggerate size. 2 or more turtles close together could appear as one massive creature. Water magnifies and distorts shapes, making a large but not monstrous turtle appear enormous. Cultural impact and legacy. A. Oscar Fest, Turtle Days Festival. In 1950, the town embraced the legend, launching an annual celebration, Turtle Days, still held today in Churubusco. Features include parades, turtle races, pageants, and cryptid merchandise. Locals have turned the beast into a town mascot. Statues of Oscar appear throughout the town. B. Pop culture appearances. The beast of BUSCO, while not as famous as Bigfoot or the Loch Ness Monster, has made appearances in regional documentaries, cryptid databases and podcasts, children's books, and local murals. It serves as a case study in small-town legend building and the way communities mythologize sincere sightings. Skepticism and modern evaluations. Modern researchers who revisit the story offer several interpretations: eyewitness sincerity, but exaggerated perception, hoax, or overblown fishing tale fueled by attention and economic opportunity. Genuine sighting of a record-breaking snapping turtle that later died or migrated. There is no photographic evidence, no bones or carcass, and no repeat sightings since the 1949 frenzy. Yet many folklorists argue that truth in such stories lies not in proof, but in persistence, and the beast of BUSCO has endured.